It's important for us to be in harmony with nature, and as part of that, it's to be in harmony with the agricultural industry here in West Tennessee. If you look out there, it's quite beautiful land, and we have a lot of respect for the land. Our legacy is to leave the ground in a better place than what we found it, and bees are a part of that legacy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Eleanor Lopez, and I'm the plant pathogen and insect diagnostician with the University of Tennessee Extension System. So if you were ever wondering what bug is that or what's wrong with my plant, I'm the person who answers those questions. Bees, they fill a lot of different ecological niches in our environment, and they pollinate a lot of our native plants. Many of our native bees have evolved over time, specifically with a particular host plant. So planting our native plants back where we find them is the best thing we can do to increase the biodiversity of bees and other pollinating insects.
After mineral extraction, we are planning on restoring the earth back to where we found it, recontouring the topsoil, and then replanting those native plants.
That was the idea, to have it all on there, 10-acre block.
My name is Forbes Walker. I am an environmental soil specialist based out of Knoxville, but I cover the whole state. The advantage of these native grasses is, A, they are very well adapted to the environment. They're warm season grasses, so they do very well in the hot, dry summers. We could easily put some native pollinators into the mix. The idea being to encourage both the native pollinators as well as commercial bees.
Well, I think because we are doing this mineral extraction, people think that it's very invasive on the land. So we want to make sure that we leave the land even better than we found it, which includes initiatives like planting those native plants, but also installing local bees. And so we actually want bees to be a greater part of our sustainability initiative and really help the environment. The honeybees that we're bringing in, they're Italian honeybees. We source them from a local beekeeper who is able to get them from naturally occurring swarms, so they're bees that are already here in Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it'll amaze you. You come out here, this is what it looks like before. You see they started on this one.
Yeah.
The bees out in the wild, they'll run out of room where they're living, so as soon as a new queen is born, they get out that second and they'll be hanging on a tree limb or something, and people from all over call me and I'll come get them.
And the bees will go into these beehives that we had decorated by a local artist.
We keep them in hives versus them living out natural in the wild. We can keep an eye on them, keep them healthy, and make sure they have plenty of food.
But we know that honeybees are not the only bees in this area. There's also the native bees of Tennessee.
I'm Gary Edwards. I'm an entomologist. In Tennessee, we have at least 186 species of native bees. Many of our native bees are soil-dwelling. Many species make their nests under bark in dead wood. So the more you can add variation to the mix, you will get bees coming in and establishing themselves.
Also, after mineral extraction and after rehabilitating the land, we are planning on installing these bee hotels, which can be as simple as logs with holes drilled into them.
The bee hotels are great. Many of our native bees really like to make their nests within cracks and crevices of woody structures. So that provides that habitat for a lot of the native pollinators that utilize that kind of nesting.
What Hyperion X is doing with the bees, it shows that they care.
The Bee Initiative is just part of our greater initiative for sustainability to show that we care about the environment down to the small little details like the bees.
We have to be responsible for advocating for the welfare of our partners in the biosphere.
Bees and our pollinators are an important part of showing to the community that we intend to do the right thing.
We can set an example for other companies that are doing these similar projects and show them that this is actually possible, that it can and it should be done sustainably.